Hello. Welcome to my cake kitchen. It's Sunday, and yes, I'm normally not here on Sunday, but a lot is changing around here, so let's get on with it. If I look panicked, it's because I am really panicked, because we have this shoe cake to make, okay? And boy, this cake has humbled me. So we are about to finish the cake, but if I'm meeting you for the first time, hello there, welcome. I'm Gladys. I love cake, and over here we make all things cake. We talk cakes, and sometimes we throw in a bit of fun and shimmer. Okay, this channel exists to help you build confidence, learn about cake tutorials, and these live tutorials are just inviting you into my home kitchen, where you get a raw and unfiltered version of the cake decorating process. And because of that, I decided I wanted to make a shoe cake. If I seem a little bit rushed, it's by intention. So I decided somehow that for a tutorial no one asked, I was going to make a shoe cake. And boy, it's been a lot. It started a little while back. All the tutorials are up on the live session. Go check them out. But we are continuing. And the reason why I seem a little bit rushed right now is simply because I have to prep things in advance so that we have the tutorial in an organized fashion. And because of that, I have fondant. They are going to dry out. So I'm a little bit rushed in my head. So let's get down to it, get the shoe cake going, and then I will talk you through. So we're doing things back to forwards, if you like. But you haven't missed on anything. The full tutorials are all up in the previous videos. Go check them out. Aisha, hello my darling, how are you? Great to have you, right? So let's get to it. Now, we covered this part yesterday in yesterday's tutorial, and today we are covering the front part of our shoe, okay? There's quite, I'll tell you, I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I signed up for this shoe tutorial, right? And like I said, nobody asked for this. I just thought I was actually... I had a handbag cake, and if you've been here on this channel, I hoard my cakes. Yes, that's an admission. I hoard. Okay, so it was just an attempt to utilize or recycle some of a cake I had made before, right? And that was a handbag cake. So this was just my way of just utilizing that cake. So I don't hoard it, but it can go towards something useful. And then I decided to carve the handbag cake and make it into a trainer cake. I made the entire thing, got to it, and realized I hated the look of it, because I hadn't planned and my skills were a little bit falling short. So Lollipop, Aisha, oh, Aisha, don't worry. Don't worry. If you're not going to be here for long, that's fine, darling. How is school, though? Are you all right? How is school and how is life treating you? It's been a little while, but anytime we can have you for even a nanosecond, we're grateful. And thank you for stopping by. We've thought about you. You know what? We think about each other over here. So great to have you back for a minute. Lollipop, good afternoon. How are you, my love? Lollipop is our moderator in the chat. Lollipop, great to have you. I've seen your question in my recent video. I just thought, since I am going to be making it back on a live, let me come and answer it. So we'll answer the questions you were asking me in the live. And just in case you're wondering what we're talking about, I have a video up. It's a simple tutorial of a cake. I'll be posting that in the community post for you to see. In the meantime, we have covered the front of the shoe. Now, let's go and do the side panels, okay? The side panels. Okay, right. Now, these are the side panels of the shoe. Now, I think when I finish this tutorial, whether it's within the tutorial or a little later, I will show you, or I will talk you through what you need to do to get a shoe cake. It is not that simple. And even though I aim to make my tutorial super beginner friendly, I will say right here and now, I found out a shoe cake is not a beginner level cake. It's, I wouldn't even say it's intermediate. It's an advanced level, okay? Because even after 10 years of making cakes, the struggle to make this cake, like if you go back to the videos, you will see I have failed. Like my face has fallen flat right here. And I have come back, I'm like, I hate the shoe. I hate it. I don't like it. And yes, I didn't like it, but we're here. So I am not mad about it. But I'm just here to keep it real and say, even with my best effort to make this super beginner friendly, it's not a beginner level type of cake. So if you, the good thing is that you get to see what I am doing. So, I mean, if you see the dents, it's because I put the cake in the fridge and it's sticky. So you will see my handprints on it. I can't do anything about that at all. So we're going to make it work. In the end, it will look like maybe a weathered old shoe. I like the brown on it. What do you think? It looks like brown leather. We were supposed to be making a sneaker cake, but we are not there yet. Look, whatever happens, as long as this turns out a shoe cake, I will take my loss. Okay, let's get to it. Now, let me find me a fondant smoother. The hope is that I can get this done and then I can talk to you. So if you're in the chat or you're joining me for the first time, please bear with me, okay? I will get to you in a moment. I thank you for being here. It's Sunday, but I have a lot of cakes to get through. And I'm like, you know what? Every minute of my day now has to do with getting rid of cakes. So let's just get to it. So now let's try Glad. I can be a little bit cantankerous sometimes, so I am worried I will get this wrong, because what I want to do is, okay, yeah. What I want to do is cut so that it is flush in the seam, okay? Now, got it. Yeah, that's done over here. And all right, and then okay, so this is where we have this. Okay, I kind of feel like we are getting to the part where the shoe is showing. I am feeling a lot more confident now, because when we started, I had questions about my own skill and ability. I was like, what the hell is this? Right? If you've been here, you will remember where we had this shoe. Okay, there you go. And then we fill this space. And then I'm cutting. Okay. Okay. I kind of feel like I've got myself a sort of shoe. You know, you're old when a fondant shoe cake excites you. What sort of life is that? Is that a good one or a sad one? The way this shoe cake is exciting me. Oh, Cracks, we know Jesus is King, darling. You don't need to be so aggressive with it. Hello there, Cracks. Great to have you. Cracks says Jesus is King. Let's all say amen. Okay? How are you? Okay, now let's go and fit this. Okay. Right. Okay. Can we see a shoe so far? Right, I think I can see a shoe. A shoe that I am sort of happy about for a minute. Okay, let's get the seams in. Okay. 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 And then this is where I get to, oh God. Right. I am just having to try to, people, a shoe cake is not for beginners. I will say it again. It is not for beginners. It is not for you. Okay, I think I've seen what's happening here. Let me just move this cake out of sight for a minute, and then we will fix this. Right, I am not, right, all I'm doing is rolling some fondant here. I mean, because I left the fondant to dry out a little bit, if it cracks, it would just add character to the shoe. That's all. But otherwise, I'm not like trying to make it too perfect. Okay, there you go. Right. Now, what am I looking for? I need a brush. And I need, okay, I'm going to be using butter here. Okay. Right. I'm just going to be using butter as my glue, just so that I can correct any errors. So let me just, like I said, let me just finish what I am doing, and then I will talk you through what I did behind the scenes to get here. Okay, just to give you some insight. But I kind of feel like at some point I'm going to have to come back and give you some proper insight on how to make a shoe cake if you're a complete beginner. Right, so here we are. Okay, there you go. More brushes. If you find me talking to myself, it's because I'm thinking through the process as it's happening. So bear with me, okay? This thing is maddening. I will tell you that. It is completely maddening because I underestimated what it would look like to make a shoe cake. But hey, here we are. I am not complaining. I am just telling you that this shoe cake is not beginner. It's not a beginner's thing at all, right? Okay, there you go. And then there you are. Yeah, there you go. Right. Can we see a shoe though? If you can see a shoe, leave it. Look at me. Okay. Okay. fit this right. I kind of feel like I have to come back at some point to kind of talk you through all the choices oh, okay, not bad. Okay, right. All the choices I made over here. So okay, in the meantime, I need to do the stitching. Right. Can we, do you feel as excited as I am now? Because I am feeling a little more better. Because when I started this, I couldn't see it. I couldn't. Okay, now let's see if we can stitch this. I have shaky hands, so stitching is not my strongest skill, but we'll see. We'll see. There's some cracks in the fondant because it's dry. Let me see if I can use my bigger tool. Okay, yeah. The bigger stitching tool is more, it grasps the detail better, but there are still cracks in it. So now, what do you think so far? If you have any thoughts about our shoe so far, leave it in the comment section. It's supposed to be a sneaker, but it's evolving into, yeah, there you go, right? Okay, so let's now create the lip over here. I think I could do the lip on this one. Just move the cake out of sight again. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. There you go. And I'm going to, let's see if fitting the lip. Okay. We need to sort the lip out. Then when we do that, okay, what I'm doing is I'm just applying some butter over here. Okay. Jackie is back. Hi, Jackie, darling. We are back with our shoe cake. And it's a lot. Great to have you back, Jackie. Okay. 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 Right. So we are getting somewhere. Can we see a shoe? Why do I have to ask? I think I need the validation, people. I do need the validation. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. I know. I kind of feel like this is much better. You know what? Last time I was honest, I'm like, I don't like it. And I didn't like it. It was a little bit it needed a bit more work, and I thought so too. So thank you. But it is looking much better. I don't think, okay, let me try and be a little positive. I was just going to say, I really don't think this will show, this will eventually, when the cake is done, it will show a determined person trying to do her best. It won't show my expert level skill, because I found out a shoe cake, if I can make a shoe cake, I could as well just go cut leather and make my own shoe. Okay. That's the lesson I have since found out, that if you can put a shoe cake together, you might as well go and be the next Christian Louboutin. Okay, that's where I am. Okay. Of course, a shoe cake is not for the youngins, someone would say. I have since found that out. So if you watch this video, let's watch it for the entertainment and for the sheer determination. But I will probably have to talk you through every choice I made and how we got here. Right, so let's go in there and cut this out. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Now that's done, I'm gonna go and try and cut this bit out a little slightly. I must tell you though, if you are cutting, use a very sharp cutting tool, a sharp blade, because otherwise it will leave dents. Okay, there you go. I kind of feel like I should have measured stuff, but hey, we are here. Okay. Okay. All right, now let's go and do some stitching. I think stitching is my favorite thing to do now. Where is the small stitching tool? Yeah, there you go. Right, now let's go and stitch this. Okay, I'm gonna have this to go over. Stitching is my favorite thing now, because it kind of takes away the detail a little bit. As in, it enhances the detail, I mean. Right, now let me go and stitch over here. Okay, we are stitching. I have shaky hands. Have I told you? It's hard to get the detail right when your hands are a bit shaky. And of course, yep. And I am taking that and I'm following that through. Okay, right. Right there. Okay, there you go. All right, I think I have gotten somewhere with that. We are not done yet, okay? Not. Jackie, once I'm done, we're going to discard it. I can't hoard cakes anymore, okay? I have so much cakes that I hoard. I used to hoard them, Jackie. Okay, so people, let's talk about what I got here, okay, how I got here in the end, and then I will answer your questions and we can catch up a little bit because this is a lot. But you know what? I am seeing a shoe. Can you see a shoe? I am happy. I am happy because can you tell that I was nervous trying to take this out? Jackie was asking if I will save it. You know what? I wouldn't. I will cut it. For once, I will cut into this cake and it will be fun because I can't hold them anymore. I have too much cakes taking space in my house and I need to let them go. Okay? So no, I am not at all. I am back here. People, just bear with me because the fondant dries quickly and I am kind of trying to get the job done whilst also engaging with you. But you know what? Nothing warms my heart more than keeping in touch and just catching up with you whilst you're in the chat. So whilst Lollipop is keeping you busy, let me just finish this quickly and then we can catch up on what this is all about. But first of all, I don't know why I chose brown. Perhaps that was the color I had left because everything I'm using is just extra fondant and different sorts of things. But hopefully it will come together. So here's what we've got so far, right? We are getting closer to finishing the cake, but we are not finished yet. We have to have the bottom. There are bits and bobs we have to do, but I don't think I'll be doing all of that today or on this live because as you can see, I prepared some aspects before I came here and I don't want you to lose out. Jackie says it's a shoe. I feel like my job is done. My job is done. Is it? Let's see. So let's have a laugh. Is it an expensive shoe or a cheap shoe? Can we talk about it? Is it expensive? When you look at it, do you think, oh, wow, that's a good pair of shoes? Not the artistry of it, but let's be perceptive about what we have here because making serge cakes is all about interpreting what is in your mind. And yes, for me, it's like, what shoe are we making? Is it expensive? Is it a cheap shoe? Because you know what? You can say a lot about somebody and how their shoes look. Okay? I'm not judging. Right? But here is something to say hello. If you're just joining me, here's a polite request. This is the part where I ask you for something and it is just like the video. Okay? That is if you like our cheap shoe here. Okay? You can't buy this in Primark. You can't. You have to make it. You know what they say? Handmade is good. Right. Let's see what questions you've got. And then I can talk to you some more. There's 33 of you in the chat this Sunday morning. Okay. Well, I say morning. It's morning at Jackie's and Tabitha's. And if you're watching me from the US or any other part of the world, it's still morning. But over here, it's nearly 3 p.m. UK time. Jackie, you're my person. Jackie is like, it's too early to say, but yeah, you can tell a lot. I think if I told you exactly what I feel about people and their shoes, I'd be cancelled. Because oh, okay, let's move along. Okay, let's not judge. Grace, Grace higher, Grace from the other part of the continent. I think when I see an Australian in the chat, I'm like, you people just live not just on a different time zone, you live just far away. You probably have your own earth where you live, okay? But Grace, welcome to the stream. If we're meeting for the first time, hello. I am Gladys. I love cake. I make them. I talk about them. And sometimes I shade. You know what? What I do here is a representation of sometimes life, you know. The determination one has to have to get something from start to finish is representative of life, you know. Sometimes in life, things are not linear. And trust me, this cake decorating process hasn't been linear at all. I have failed. I've come back. I'm like, I don't like it. And here we are. Okay. So, yeah. And actually, in fact, I was just saying, you can tell a lot about someone by the look of their shoes. Okay. But then again, the opposing view is that I have bought myself some expensive shoes, and now I'm looking at myself and thinking, what an idiotic decision to make. Because if you know, you know. There are some expensive shoes out here, okay? And I can't even wear them anymore, honey. I can't. And I'm like, what an idiotic decision once upon a time I made. It was just based on aesthetic value and external validation. I mean, they were cute. But now I'm like, they are pretty, but I can't even walk in them. My knees hurt. Oh, God. How many layers are there in a shoe cake? Okay, right. So let's talk. Let me just clear my work surface and then we can talk about it. Mary Kay. Mary Kay, welcome to the stream. Sunday afternoon, 42 people all here. Thank you for being here and for being supportive. If we're meeting, you struggle to spend money on it. Look, we will get into all of that. Okay? We will get into all of that. I think there is a lot here to discuss when it comes to we make cakes, but we also talk about life. And on this Sunday afternoon, we are here. Okay, we are here. So join us if you're waking up somewhere in the US. Okay, grab your cup of coffee. Okay, grab your cup of coffee, and if you have a Sunday morning ritual, get on with it and sit down and let's catch up. For me, it's 3 p.m. It's 3 p.m. We're here now. So, yes, I will be answering your questions in a moment. In the meantime, I am just trying to clear my work surface so that the fondant doesn't dry on me. Okay? Because that is really important. But if we're meeting for the first time, I can see some new names over there. If we're meeting for the first time, thank you for being here. We are a happy, supportive bunch. We support each other. We have fun. And then we make cakes. Okay? So that said, Tapita is back. Look, Tapita. Great to have you back. So far, if you're just joining me on replay or you are kind of passing by and you've just caught up with us, this is where we are at. We decided to make this sneaker shoe cake, sort of. The option was to go for a generic design, which doesn't actually fall into any specialized category or branded luxury shoe. And the reason is the moment we go into the branded luxury selection, the details have to be very specific and tailored to the design. This is my first time making a shoe cake. It's a lot to take on and it's a lot of lessons to undertake whilst I push through. So I just opted for a shoe that you can interpret in your own way. I hope though that the tips that you get from this tutorial, because it's unfiltered, you can take them with you. Now, I have said already that this shoe cake is not a beginner level shoe at all. The details required are very, very intense and detailed. So if you're going to be making a cake like this, you probably need to study the details well before you even undertake it. Answering the question, how many layers of cake makes this shoe cake? Well, I will tell you, the shoe cake was made out of a hamburg cake. Okay, so that tells you something. I carved the entire shoe from a hamburg cake. But if you watch the hamburg cake, you will find that the cake was standing at, I think, 8 inches high, and then it was, is it 7 inches high and 8 inches by length. So let me just have a quick calculation here for you, just to give you some idea. So for instance, the back of the shoe here, when we look at it, it stands at 5 inches high, and the bottom here is about 2.5. So it slides all the way down from 5, decreasing to 2.5 over here. The length across the back is about 8. So I will suggest that you need a regular 3 layers of cake with at least 2 inches per layer. By the time you add icing and it fills up, it will go up to about 6.5. And then when you carve it, you will carve an 1.5 inches. I am quite used to inches. I don't know the equivalent in centimeters and other metrics over here, but that is just the guide. So think about your regular round cake that stands about 6 inches high, if you think about it that way. So whether you're making a square cake, because I carved this from a whole hamburg cake, I cannot tell you the exact proportions, but the measurement here should give you some sort of guidance. If I was, now that I know this, if I was to make this cake, obviously with this information leading forward, I will be aiming to start at about 7 inches high, just so that there is room for mistakes. Because if you have a cake the size closer to what you are working with, there's no room for error. Because when you take out more cake, you can't put those back. But a good tip for you as a beginner, if you're starting decorating a cake, is to always make sure you take your time. In the end, carving takes a lot of time and skill, but taking your time. So think about it this way. This is how I set myself up for when I am undertaking a tedious task like this. I think about it as I think about the future, which is that I want this beautiful thing and I want a great experience out of it. So I make sure my work surface is clear. I make sure I set up properly with every tool that I need around me, whether they are in organized form or scattered around. At least I know where to pick up stuff. And then I put a podcast on, or music, or something that is soothing, and then I zone out. Now, because I have to do this on a live for you to see, that is also part of the struggle, because you've seen me actually look a little bit disorganized. That is part of the process, because I'm trying to teach you and also bring the raw unfiltered version, because filming is really difficult. I don't know if I can express that very much. Filming is difficult. It's like I'm doing the same thing twice as much. And I'll explain why. If I wasn't filming this for you, I wouldn't be bothered about tidying up every step of the way. I'll get on with the task and then I'm done. But trying to film means I have to get myself ready. I have to organize. I have to mentally compartmentalize everything from one phase to the other and then come back. So it takes twice the same time to do it. But here we are. So there you go. Now, Jackie said it is too early to judge me and my shoe. My shoe options. Jackie, I have some pretty shoes. Not these ones, okay? No, just kidding. Lollipop was saying in there that she struggles to spend money on herself. Lollipop, are we going into a therapy session? Let's dig into why that is. Okay? Is it that you don't have the money? Because if you don't have much, the angst of spending something you don't have and then feeling like, you know what, the residual and feelings that comes with that. For instance, if you don't have the money and then you spend it on something that is not necessary on yourself, you kind of worry about the anxiety and the judgment and guilt you feel about yourself. But I think I'll start with why. Why? Have you ever stopped and thought, why do I know I struggle to spend money on myself, but why? The reason why I don't spend a lot of money is because I don't have it, people. I don't have it, okay? I'm not rich. Let's get on with it. Matthew. Okay, Matthew, thank you. Matthew, you've been here and you've seen us fail with our shoe, isn't it? Now here we are. We are getting somewhere. Thank you. Circuit Solver says, can you make a cake out of shoe? Well, can you make a cake out of shoe? Not a real shoe. I can't miraculously make the shoe into a cake, but I can make a cake into a shoe. Okay? Circuit. Lollipop is going. Oh, shopping. Yes. Lollipop, see you later. Okay? Lollipop has to go. Tapeta. Memorial Day is tomorrow, my American audience. Somebody bring me up to speed with that. Are you feeling like you want to Hulk smash the kitchen? I'm with you, honey. Okay? I'm with you. We all feel the same way sometimes. Okay? So if you feel like you want to smash your kitchen, please don't do that. Take a walk. Okay? Just go to the countryside. Get some fresh air. Breathe. You'll be all right, people. You will be all right. Okay? No need to apologize there. I am just... Lollipop is saying, I'm looking at bags the other day for a funeral. And I see one only. Lollipop is out of the chat now, but we will be back talking about Lollipop and her spending habits or lack thereof. Okay? Tabitha. Tabitha, don't Hulk smash the kitchen. Jackie, let's put the shoe on. Okay, now let's have a laugh. If you met a man who had this kind of shoe, it's incomplete, by the way. Jackie was smart to say, you know what, it's too early because we are not finished yet. Perhaps if you judge them too early because they're probably coming from a walk, you might just lose the man. So, Jackie, wise words, wise advice. Don't judge yet. But let's see. Let me see if I can pick up some... I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of feel like I want to bring a little bit of detail to the shoe. So let's see. I am not always entirely sure about my choices, but let's see where we go with this one. Jackie, church today. How is your Memorial Weekend looking like? Are you doing some... Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just trying to enhance the... I don't think any man would want to... Did we say this is a man's shoe? We are making it... Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to bring some detail here. So what I'm doing is just adding some luster here. But it's more for highlights than it is for painting. It's just to highlight and then bring detail and texture to the leather sort of look. So there you have it. So as you can see, when you see leather, okay, it's not a one, there is texture and depth to it, and that's what I am attempting to bring here. Bring texture and depth to the, otherwise it's just bland and just one simple color, and I don't want that. I just wanted to bring some texture so that it looks a little bit weathered, but the only the closest color I can use for that is this gold, rose gold luster dust. So let's see, that will do. Let's get it. I should have done this before adding the other parts, but it's fine. You can always interpret it somewhere. Jackie, I am with you. I didn't go either. That is why I am here with you guys. I should be though. I haven't been to church in a while. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak, comes to mind. Is that a good excuse to get me off the hook? I slept in too. I woke up a little bit late today, people. I did. It's like I woke up, got ready. Okay. Jackie is my person. Jackie says she can see a designer shoe. So you're not judging. Don't choose the man because of his shoes though. And don't deserve that. You know what? Either way, don't choose him because of his shoes and don't deserve him because of his shoes. Okay? There's some lesson in that, people. Okay, I am just highlighting some aspects of it when I tell you. So what I'm doing is that I'm using dark brown food gel, and what I'm doing is I'm just highlighting some aspects of the leather, because unless you're picking the shoe straight off the counter at wherever you're buying it, where it is polished, even so, you can always interpret what you want. And whilst we're at it, can I just ask a favor? It's fun being here, right? I have a current video out in long form, so when you finish watching this, when we finish all the fun we are having here, you can go catch up on that too, just to help a creator out, because we rely on all the views. Okay, we rely on it, and even though we are just building and growing, we are not where we are, so I will not pretend that I don't need the support. I do. So great to have you here, but when you finish, go catch up on especially if hyper realistic cakes are not your forte, there's a simple drip cake over there for you to catch up on. So you go do that. And again, I am so grateful to have you. And what I'm doing is just adding some detail here. I'm not going to do this in overkill at all, because I know I am aiming to inspire you to kind of go do your own thing with this design. So we are not doing much to it, but can you see where we are with that? Okay, there you go. Okay, so there you go. That's all done for now. I kind of feel a little bit confident now, because I wasn't sure when I started this thing, right? Grace says she's got school tomorrow and tired, so she's gonna go. Grace, go catch some sleep and look after yourself. Come back some other time, okay? Come back. We are always here. And I think, yeah, for the rest of the month and moving forward, you'll be seeing a lot of me. So you haven't missed much. Thank you for stopping by, though, and have a lovely afternoon over there in Australia, okay? See? You see my Australian people? It's night already over there, and it's only 3 p.m. And Jackie, it's morning where you are, isn't it? It's wild how Australians like the time. When I think about the time, I'm like, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just trying to put something here that will lift the lip of the shoe so that it doesn't fall flat. That's all I'm doing. But what I've done is I've ended up making the shoe look like the fondant. These are not the final colors because I have to add layers to it. So the trim, as in the sole, will be, I think I'm aiming, I don't know, should I aim for a white? These are not, these are like I just wanted the outer bits to have leather, and I couldn't imagine any other color. Plus, conveniently, that's the fondant I had, right? Because I wanted to reuse all the excess fondant I have, but this will not be the final color. So anyway, this is your chance to kind of add your touch to the shoe. So what are we looking like in terms of the bottom bits, the trim and the sole? Pick some colors. I'm just thinking, we already have black, we have brown, we have light brown. So I was going to settle on a white base here, white and a light bit of gray, so that it will bring some brightness to it. But yeah, suggestions welcome. But here we are, we've gotten somewhere with our shoe cake. What is next, my people? Okay, let's see. If you wonder what liquid I was using, I'm using rejuvenated fluid, right? It's a fluid with alcohol base. It's not vodka, and it's not Lemon 22. I've been making great brownies since you helped me out. Ah, Lemon, you're back. Yeah, I remember you, Lemon. You've been making great. Look, that is the whole point of us being here, to help each other in time of need. Okay, so I remember Lemon came here and he was baking some brownies and it was burning, and he was like, my brownies are burning, but it's not cooked in the middle. Is that you, Lemon? And I was like, okay, let's see how we can help you. So a tip here and there, it's not, I think Lemon had his own recipe, but that he sourced online. But the problem was that the heat in Lemon, the oven issues with Lemon's baking was the problem. So we sort of tried to troubleshoot by looking at where he could make adjustment. He was using a conventional oven, which was baking at a very high heat. And yeah, we suggested that he reduced the heat down a little bit and then cover the brownie with cling film, no, foil. He didn't have foil, so we ended up settling for, is it greaseproof paper? Lemon, is that you? Yes. So yes, that was Lemon. So great to have you back, though. Thank you for coming back to acknowledge the help. Look, we won't nail you to the cross if you never came back. Look, we do a good deed and then we move along, and we hope that it's a great experience for you. But it's always heartwarming when you come back, like, who, you know, joining us all the time. So great to have you back. Now, back to the subject of don't judge a man by his shoes. I'm judging, okay? I'm judging. Now, hear my heart when I say I don't intend to be rude to my hosts over here, because if you didn't know, I'm Ghanaian. I just live in the UK, okay? But one of the cultural shocks I ever experienced was the people amongst whom I live now and their shoes. Maybe it's my choice of exposure too. I'm not judging, okay? Tell me why. Tell me why. Because you know what? Culturally, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about my native Ghana. When you see someone with a lanyard or a tag that says manager, that person has gone to school. And I mean, they have schooled, okay? And they take their appearance seriously. And I mean seriously, okay? I mean, I come from a culture. I say this with a whole blanket of generalization, knowing that I'm a little older, okay? I am a little bit older. I am just beautiful, okay? Look at me. I am not in my 20s, okay? And I've lived in England for 2 decades. So that should tell you something, okay? But I say that to say I come from a culture where Some toxic parents would even not welcome the idea of a marriage if the prospective partner showed up not looking polished. And I mean, your shirt is not ironed, your trousers are looking a little like, please don't go to your in-laws with a pair of denim jeans, okay? Your mother-in-law will side eye you and look at her daughter and think, I raised you better than to bring a casually dressed person over here, okay? That said, Nancy, see you later, okay? We want to say hello to you, but see you later if you're leaving. Take care, my dear. Thanks for stopping by, okay? Enjoy your day. Right, so I think culturally, I was always conditioned to look at how a man presents. Now, with a little dose of wisdom and maturity, don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Don't. But a well-dressed man with polished shoes changes my brain chemistry, okay? Like, my brain has to look at your shoe and be like, why? Or go, oh wow. I'll be having a whole different conversation in my head when I see a person and their shoe. That's all I'm saying. I think I need to go and learn. But yes, back to the subject of not being rude to my hosts. When I came here, and you go to the bank, and they say, that's the manager. And naturally, my eyes zooms down to the shoe. Look, I can tell if a man has a black woman at home. That's all. Because you cannot walk out with those shoes that look... Okay, let me just leave my shoe subject over there. That said, I just woke up and decided to make this shoe. Jackie. Jackie, don't encourage me. Okay? Don't encourage me. Oh, Lord. But yes, culturally, I'm conditioned to look at you and your shoes. That's all. Now, we have... Jackie, thank you. Jackie, you are my soul person. You are... Because some days, you know what, the random shit I'll be out here talking, right? I'm like, the internet doesn't forget. The internet doesn't forget. So even though I want to say these things, I have to listen to myself and be like, not that the internet doesn't just forget, but the internet lacks nuance. Because touch wood, someday someone would say, oh, she was over there judging people with dirty shoes. No, that's not the point. The point is, when I say I'm judging, I'm saying that playfully, knowing that I know better, to not judge a whole person and their life's experience because of the shoe they wear. But I also grew up in an environment. Look, when I say I was conditioned to look at a person and their shoe, it started from when I started formal education. Like, you spend your time ironing your clothes. You will literally be marched to the school front and be caned if you looked less than presentable. And the standards of presentable are a well-ironed school uniform, your school clothes washed cleanly and ironed, your shoes polished. Like going to school was like being in an army regiment, somewhere where you wake up. Like you are dedicated to polishing your school shoes, whether you are a girl or a boy. Okay? And back in my native Ghana, there were people we call shoe shine boys, and they are essentially people who walk around with a box of shoe polishing kit, right? And they hawk around their vicinities begging for your business. And your business is, if you have dirty shoes, it is somebody's business to sit there and polish those shoes till you can see your face in there. And I say that with a lot of grace and honesty and vulnerability, to say I didn't grow up in a rich home where this was a luxury. Even whilst I was contending with what we have to eat one day to the next, you still couldn't slip up on appearance in school. Okay? So growing up in a culture where appearance was held to a high standard, like people judge you for how you look. And my standards have fallen since living among my host over here, okay? Half of the time, like, my sister is on my case. She's like, girl. And I've spoken openly about going out over here and losing my peace a little bit, because the piece is that my standards are falling. I work like, I brush my teeth, I put on a scarf, and I'm out of here, okay? Honestly, okay? I get my flip-flops, it's sunny, and I'm going. Sharila, we are not baking, we are making this cake, but we are done for this part, okay? That's just answering your question. So if you are catching us in the middle of the live, we are just catching up about life, that's all, okay? So my standards have fallen, but of course, when I am going somewhere, I like to put on my best. I don't live and die on the hill of complete appearance, okay? I don't live and die on that. And that has come with maturity. Life happens and you have priorities. You wake up and time is running and you shoot out. But the learning of the understanding that I have to make an effort with my appearance still lives with me, okay? So whilst I'm making a shoe cake, that the lesson here is that I'm judging. Right, let's see. Lemon, having polished shoes back then were important when I was in high school in Uganda. Lemon, I shake your hand, my brother, okay? These days we walk around with our unpolished, dirty looking shoes. Why am I coming for people and their shoes? Let's just leave it, okay? Let's just leave people and their shoes, because I know a few people who don't look after their shoes. But yeah. Memorial Day. What plans have my people? What plans have we got for Memorial Day? I'll be back here tomorrow, you know. I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be back here on Tuesday. Look, you're going to have a lot of me. So enjoy it. Enjoy it whilst we can. But yes, here we have our shoe. Oh, Christ. Now, let's try and do the back of the shoe. And then we will say adios for this live. And then when I come back next time, we'll be doing the rest. Okay, let's get this done. But yes, if you're just joining me, thank you for being here. Always a pleasure. Lemon, are you baking some more brownies today? You have exams. Oh, okay, Lemon. Come tell us more about your exam. What are you studying, lovely? You know what? We are nosy people here. We want to know your business. We want to know what you get up to, okay? We are nosy. What are you studying? Physics. University is killing me, my dear. You know what? Have your eyes on the prize, okay? Physics. You people are the smart ones. I had a D in science, okay? Somehow I had a B in maths, and I don't know how I got there. But physics, university is killing. Have your eyes on the prize, darling. You will do just fine when you're done, okay? Good luck with all of that. So you do the... What is it with you scientists and baking? I know quite a few scientists who love to bake. Maybe you should stick around and explain the science of baking to us a little more. Don't you think? Oh, okay. You're learning brownies for your girlfriend. Lucky woman. The science is romance. Lemon, you are having fun. You are really invested in this, aren't you? Well, we love a man who looks after the woman. So thank you and well done. I'm sure she is one lucky woman and she is so happy to have you. Maybe you should get her to come and enjoy the live session with you one time. Jackie, see you later. Look after yourself and have a great Memorial Day weekend, right? And have fun. And we'll see you soon. Always a pleasure. Sending you hugs, my lovely. Take care. Look at all of you in the chat who kind of keep in touch with each other. Isn't it lovely? What am I doing? I am doing... I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just doing the back part of the shoe, which is sort of... I think I need to add a bit more fondant here. Let's see. I need me some more fondant. Okay, let's see. I'm going to brighten this a bit more. Okay, so I'm just, let's put this in microwave for a few minutes. Okay, there you go. I'm just mixing the fondant together. And when it gets like this, you can add Trex or Crisco to kind of soften the fondant a bit more. I don't have that today, so what I'm trying to do is just put butter on my hands. Don't worry. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you for all the support and of course for the love that you show us over here. Come back when you can. We'll be here when you come back next. Take care and have a good day, all of you. For those of you who have to leave, take care, enjoy your day, and all the best with exam, okay? See you soon. Right, there you go. Okay, there you go. If you're just joining and you're wondering what we're doing, this is what we're doing. We are making a shoe cake. Okay. So. Okay, now let's. Okay. So. Just going to roll this out a bit more. Just to taper the edges off a little bit. Okay. Got it. I've got everything I need with this. I just need to get in the meantime. Okay, there you go. And then there you go. And there you go. Right. Now, I need my piping gel. Yeah. There you go. If you're in the chat and you're trying to get my attention, bear with me. I'll get to you in a minute. Okay? It's this tutorial is kind of all consuming, so my attention is a little bit split. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Right. Okay. Yeah. I kind of feel like I've got the shoe exactly where I wanted it to go. We are headed in that direction. So I am kind of proud of my effort over here. In the meantime, let's get this sorted, right? So we've got to have get some detail here. Okay, there you go, some detail there. And then I'm just if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm just trying to get some stitching marks here using the tool. Okay, there you go. Okay, I think my shoe cake is coming along and I am very happy with how it is looking, but we still have a way to go. We still have the trim here to do, and there is still a way to go about it. But so far I am feeling confident and I feel much better about my shoe cake, because if you've been in it for getting color off your skin, I use gel colors. You know what? It's called the baker's hands, isn't it? You end up having color on your hands and on your skin and you don't know. That I mean, you are white. So when you have blue color on your hands, it stands out like a sore thumb, unlike some of us who are just like naturally tanned. But I tell you my secret, I haven't found any useful tips to get rid of color on your skin, especially the gel food coloring. I used like bleach, as in bleach, but I think a while ago when I was looking for tips, and I'm talking kitchen bleach, it will burn your hands, don't use it. But that's what I use when I have color on my hands and I have to be somewhere. Normally, I let the color kind of go away by itself, but it can take a little while. It can take a little while, and yeah, it can be very garish and awful looking. So I don't have any useful tips except that I have just poured bleach on my hands and it's gone. And when I finish, my hands feel like they've been lifting gravel for 1,000 years, but it helps. And last time when I was looking for tips on how to fix something like that, somebody recommended using toothpaste. I don't know, rub toothpaste and then wash it out. Unfortunately, I don't have any useful tips on that one. Try that. Try that. I really, when it comes to that, I really am lost on this one. I am. So, yeah. There we are. But my people, our shoe is nearly getting to where we need it to be. I am excited. Are you? Yeah. Tapeta, come back and tell us. Okay. But yeah. Oh, wow. I'm so proud of my efforts over here, but I know we are not done. You walk around like a Smurf. Tapeta, I wonder if you'll be Papa Smurf or Mama Smurf. I do like the Smurfs movie though. The voiceover artist who did Papa Smurf, I like him. His voice is so soothing. He was in Homeland. But my people, so far this is what we have. Okay. On another note, today you're getting a little more extra, and for the rest of the days, I think you will see me at least on a daily basis. Tapeta in the chat says, I am a Mama Smurfer. I don't have the right parts to be a Papa Smurf. Tapeta, that's enough. Okay? I know. You know what? These days you can be whatever you want, apparently. So, I don't know. I don't know. You can be whatever you want. Tapeta. Don't you think? Apparently, you can just wake up one day and choose to be anything you want. Okay? So, Tapeta, you do you. Right. I am just trying to bring some texture to the this part of the shoe. Alcohol, okay. Alcohol wipe doesn't remove the color. I take it you just tried it and found out. Oh God. Try the bleach, let's see. Come back and tell us how the bleach worked. That is, if it works at all. My belly. Okay, there we have it, people. Okay, I think we've got the shoe where we need it so far. We are not done yet. We are not done yet. I think we are getting to a place where I am feeling like, oh wow, this is a shoe. This is a shoe. I am excited. Okay, but we are not done yet. We still have a lot to do. Oh God, you can't try bleach. So sorry about that. Try the toothpaste then. Try the tooth. Apparently, if you put the toothpaste and you rub it with a bit of some liquid of some sort, it should come off. That's the suggestion. I've never tried the toothpaste. But if mom is allergic to bleach, stay away from that stuff. It's not great, is it? It's so strong. The smell of bleach is just like terribly strong. So, yeah. Well, my people, what do we think about our shoe? Come on, let's talk about it. What do you think? I mean, we are all learning. I love it so far. Because I made it, right? Whew. Okay, now let's kind of put this away. If you're watching, do you think you will ever have the guts to try a shoe cake? Do you think? Can you see yourself making a shoe cake? Like, would you ever be this brave? Because this shoe cake, my people, it has humbled me. Okay? It has humbled Isabel. Isabel, hi. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. We love you here. Where are you from? And yeah, where are you joining us from? You wouldn't try a shoe cake. Tabitha, come on. Be brave. Be brave. Come on. I know I have ruined it by saying it's not a beginner type cake, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Did you not think I was scared when I wanted to try it? I was scared so much. But here I am. Okay? So, come on, people. Come on, let's do this. Oh, Isabel from Vermont. When I hear Vermont, you know what I think of? Scandal. Vermont. When I think of Vermont, I think of scandal, as in scandal, Olivia Pope and the president. They used to go to Vermont a lot. Did they used to come to your house? No, I'm kidding. Right? Is it the first time somebody has said about Vermont to you? You love that show, Scandal. You know what? I loved it until they brought Olivia's dad and he was doing the most. Olivia's dad was just too much. But I loved Scandal, okay? I loved it. Look. Isabel, don't ruin it for us, okay? Green Mountain State. So you have mountains over there. Because when Olivia used to go with, what is his name again? The president. Somebody tell me. What is his name? Fitz. Yeah. When Olivia used to go with Fitz, like the scenery was so beautiful. I know that. Did I tell you? When I watch something, I find it hard to deassociate the acting from reality. Like, they might as well be playing that scene in a nice garden backyard somewhere. And yet I think they're really in Vermont. I haven't seen How to Get Away with Murder. Because Tabitha, who are you trying to murder, honey? Because I have no desire. No, um, I haven't. I haven't seen How to Get Away with Murder at all. Is it something I should be interested in? You know what? In all honesty, I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't at all. I used to, and then I don't anymore. I don't even have TV. Like, as in, I have the screen, but I don't have the connection. I haven't watched TV in a long time because I live online, you know? So, yeah. Cake that upsets me. Okay, so I should check out How to Get Away with Murder, right? Okay, not in the immediate time, but I'll put that in my to-do list for later. And did you say Cakes That Upset You? Is that a show or something? Because I know Netflix has some cake-related shows. I don't have a Netflix subscription. I can't afford it, okay? But yes, people, I am so happy we have gotten our shoe to a shoe looking form over here. What do you think? We've got a few things to do anyway before we finish, but I am happy. We still need the trim and then, yeah, the front, the whole thing over here, and then we can put bits over there. But yeah, people, I'll check it out. There's something I'm choking on. Sorry about that. Right. I'm just helping us to check on something before we go. Right. Okay. So I was just checking on something. Just catching up with you people. I will have to do a dedicated video at the end of this to show you what you need to look out for when making a shoe cake like this. It requires quite a bit more than I initially thought. But here we are. I am so happy with the outcome. We haven't finished yet. I'll be back again so we can finish the final details and then be done with our cake once and for all. So join us in our next session, right? Yes, tomorrow Monday I'm back. Look, I take this for truth. I am going to be back nearly daily when I can. The Tuesdays through Fridays won't be lost, but I'm throwing on a few more days. So I am going to, tomorrow, Monday, God willing, I'll be back. Tuesday, I'll be back. Wednesday, school is off. So Wednesday, I'll be back, but it will be after 2 p.m., okay? And then it will continue for the rest of the week. Here's it. I'm going to upload more. You're going to see more because I have, I want to keep this routine and I just want to be consistent for as long as I can. So there are cakes to go. So yes, I'll be back tomorrow, God willing. You'll see me tomorrow, 1:30 It's the times are not specific, but I will update you in the community post. So yes, here is to saying cheers. You are now seeing me daily. best as possible. If for a day or two, if for some reason I am not going to make it, I will update you accordingly. But yes, you're going to see much of me daily. Okay. And yeah, that will be around, let's say, in all fairness, for consistency, let's move it from the 1 p.m. to say 2 to 3 p.m. But that's because I have the kid at home. So check in the community post for updates daily. But you know what? I love it when you're all here and I get to see you and we catch up. But I also know that when there is a shift or a time adjustment, you may not be able to catch up on the live, but the replays are there for you to catch up, and I don't edit them, so you can see the experience all by yourself. As Isabel, I am in the UK, so it's 5 minutes past 4 UK time, okay? And normally I am here at 1 p.m. UK time, okay? So tomorrow, God willing, I will be here at 1 p.m. and Tuesday, but Wednesday, because of mothering duties and other responsibilities, I might have to make a quick adjustment to the time. Either way, I will be here as best as I can on a daily basis. So join me in my next video tomorrow when we will finally get to finish our shoe cake. In the meantime, thank you again for all the love. There is a video up on the, not the live session, like long form. It's a 3-minute video of a drip cake. Go watch it, show us some support and engage with it. I count on that for growth on the channel, and that's all I ask of you. Have a good one, and I'll see you in my next video. Thapitha, much love. Lollipop, if you come back and you're watching this on replay, thank you. Jackie, much love. I'll see you all again. Take care. Bye.